This is halftime with your boy, the best duo, your favorite duo. This is GB, Gabriel Bryant, and this is my boy.
You know what I'm saying? You already know who it is. It's Donovan, but all the
Yeah,
boys
yeah,
call me Dizzy. You know what I'm saying? It's
yeah,
halftime with GB and Dizzy.
yeah.
So
Let's do
where
it.
else would you be? You feel me?
Let's do it. Let's do it. Talk a little bit about why we doing this, man. Like why did you want to do this? Because I knew what you were doing, and I wanted to come in and just, what I'm saying, come in and join you. So you talk about why you even stepped into this role, period.
Oh yeah. So shoot. Long story short, I really want to be a sports analyst, sports broadcaster. Uh,
Mhm.
if you know me, you know I've been kind of doing this type of stuff already. But I noticed I needed someone else, that's on my same kind of goals, I guess you can say, to kind of get in some content with me. And that's when I saw you out here at our last game. You told me tap in, and sure, I did just that.
Yeah, for sure. For sure that. Yeah, man. Man, I'm trying to get in front of that camera, man, on that media. So whether it is broadcast analysis, commentary, color commentary, whether it's personality host, whatever it is, acting, whatever it is, I'm trying to get in front of that screen. That's what I do. That's what I do best. I'm an expresser,
Absolutely,
messenger. This is what I do. Like this is what we do. So man, I
absolutely.
see what he was doing, and I mean, shoot, we had to come on and do this. So let's it's halftime. You feel me? So we got our lives, we doing what we doing, and this is our our personal halftime to come together and just talk ball
Bro.
and just kick it for a little bit. So we hope y'all enjoy. So hey, now, hey, question number one? They wrote it out now.
Let's slide into it, bro. So,
Okay.
as most of y'all should know, the NFL season, the regular season just ended. A lot of ups, a lot of downs. So, I guess the first topic we're gonna dive into, GB, is what team really kind of surprised you? Like you probably wasn't thinking much of to start, and then here we are now, and it's like, damn, I didn't think they do what they did.
Okay, so immediately when you said what team kind of kicked off that surprised you, immediately I thought Texans. The Houston Texans for
Mm,
me is this the the team that's just storybook, man. I mean, last year they went 3-13, three and
right,
13. Now
right,
they clinched the division. They're 11-6. They got the second overall pick who done changed their whole life, done gave them life, and CJ Stroud. And I mean, like I said, second overall pick, April 27th, 2023 is when the Houston Texans' whole life just changed. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, CJ Stroud is just poised, man. Super poised, super calm, cool, and collected. He can rally. The team rallies around him, and I mean, he just gets it done. He's got 4,000 yards, so he's about top 10 in the league. Early in the league, he was MVP conversation. So I mean,
right.
CJ Stroud leading them boys on, man. Like to go from 11-3 to 11-6, or 3-13 to 11-6 is unbelievable. And they led by that head coach D'Amico Ryans. Yep.
Hmm,
First
hmm.
year head coach, playoff
Yeah,
bound, clinched the playoffs. Like, come on, man.
black
You can't,
man
you can't
too.
ask for,
You know
hey,
what
you
I'm
can't ask for nothing better than that. You can't. You really can't. So I mean, he was a DC in San Francisco. Uh, Back in his playing days, man, my brother used to love him. He played Mike linebacker for the Texans. He's a team
saying?
captain as a rookie, and he was the offensive rookie player of the year. So it's like it's just a match made in heaven. I'm glad he's there, and I'm glad he's doing his thing. And I mean, it's clear as day that obviously he's a player's coach, but those players really rally around him, and they love him. And I mean, we need to get more of those guys who did it, leading the guys who are
Hmm. All right,
now trying to do it. Like it just makes the
all
most
right.
sense. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I love it, man. The Texans for me is the team that just stood out the most, and they're gonna be sneaky in the playoffs, man. I look forward to it, man. And CJ Stroud has a bright future ahead of him, man. He's gonna be that guy.
Nah, yeah, I feel you. I feel you. I can't be too mad at that. CJ Stroud, he from the hometown, you know what I'm saying? I.e.
Okay.
stand up, Rancho
Okay, okay,
Cucamonga,
okay, okay, okay.
but I'm actually gonna say the team that they're playing surprised
Mm.
me the most, and that's the Cleveland Browns. And it's because of all the injuries that they have
Yeah.
withstained, and yet they're still here. If I told you last year that Joe Flacco was going to lead the Cleveland Browns to the
No,
playoffs,
that was
you would
Flacco.
look at me silly. Let me
Nah, for
read
real.
you the
Yeah.
injuries.
Talk to
Deshaun
me.
Watson, Nick Chubb, Grant Delpit, Dorian Thompson Robinson, which was their backup quarterback,
Yep.
Jedrick Willis Jr., one of their O linemen, Jake Conklin, one of their other O linemen. These guys have either been out for the season or they've
Mm.
been on the IR,
Yeah.
and that's just to name a few. So to me, to go through all of those injuries, and to still be here, losing your starting quarterback who you paid the whole damn bank to a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And for Joe Flacco to, I mean, as he put it, come off the couch and
Yeah.
lead this team to now a playoff game, a chance to make a run in the playoffs. To me, that's the most surprising in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, Flacco got a bit of a revival. You feel me?
No,
Like you
for
said, he
real.
came off the couch, so it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy how he even panned out. I mean, Deshaun Watson, they had such high hopes for him. You know what I'm saying? High
Man,
expectations coming off of what he came off of, but what he did prior to that. You know what I'm saying? So
right,
we know what we saw. Clemson,
right,
Houston, like we know what we thought we were getting, and it just hasn't
right.
panned out quite yet. I don't know why that is. I don't know if I don't know. I think I don't know. I don't know, man. It's tough. It's almost like, he ain't played baseball in a minute. You trying to hit a pitch. Like you got to catch up to that
Right.
bat speed. So it's different. I think he's just, I don't know. I really can't explain it. I guess still got to get his feet wet, man. You got to feel like he's that guy. You know what I'm saying? He's got a lot probably
Yeah.
going on. So you got to really, one thing about playing ball and doing anything in life, man, that one thing, confidence, man. Confidence is our superpower.
Yeah.
And it's like, without that, man, you can't get it done. So I think he's just got to get it done, get that confidence back in him. But I mean, the way Flacco
Yeah.
playing, it's
Yeah.
crazy. So,
No, yeah. Well,
you know,
that's why it's such a shock to see the Browns go out and make him the highest paid quarterback in NFL
yeah,
history. And
yeah,
he was Deshaun Watson was sitting on the couch for a
yeah,
year. That last
yeah.
year in Houston, he didn't play. I mean, maybe he wasn't sitting on the couch. He might have been sitting on that massage table. That might have been what it was, you know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, you went out,
Allegedly,
you go good.
allegedly, 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 allegedly.
But either way, you go out and you pay him big money, and I mean, really, he just hasn't been healthy since the
Yeah.
jump. But still, man, I mean, that to me, that just goes to show how much that building a team matters. I mean, look at
Mm-hmm.
all the other teams that lost their quarterback, the Jets, you know,
Mm-hmm.
the Bengals, other
Mm-hmm.
teams that have lost their quarterbacks, and they haven't had the success that the Browns have had. The Browns have still had this
The Colts,
success.
the
The
Colts.
coach, the coach, like to be able to still have the success, it's not all about the guy under center. You gotta have all
The
11
team.
guys, all 22 guys, however many,
Yep.
uh, good enough to still move forward. They have that next
Yeah.
man up, kind of saying, but
Yeah.
should we see the next man come up for a lot of these teams, and then these teams freaking nosedive? Whereas with the Browns, they were able to bring the next guy up, and here they
Yeah.
are,
That's
trying to
that
make a
veteran
Super Bowl run.
experience.
Right,
That's that veteran experience right there.
right.
Can't beat it. Can't beat it. What we got next? What we got next? Hey, we keeping it rolling now. We're not wasting no time. It's halftime. We're
Let's
not
do it.
wasting time
Let's
now.
do it. Let's
Come
do
on.
it, bro.
Talk
So,
to me.
this past weekend, something very controversial happened between the Saints and the Falcons. The Saints was a big time. They got the ball
Yeah.
at the goal line. It's one of the final seconds of the game. The Saints actually send out victory formation,
Yeah.
and good old Jameis Winston changes the play, claims that
Jameis Winston and the team. We got to say the
the
team now.
team,
Don't put
well,
it on
that
Jameis Winston now.
allegedly the
The
team, the
team. The
team
team. Nah,
the
the
team.
team.
But the funny part is, it was just the offense on the field, not the whole team, just the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
offense.
So
So
the offensive side.
the
The
team,
offensive side.
yeah, the
Yeah, yeah.
team changes the play, gets Jamal Williams his first touchdown, and it just, I mean, if you know football, if you play the sport, you know that that's a sign of disrespect. You don't do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I
my
mean,
question is, how do you feel about it?
I
What you
think
think?
I think it by principle, you're right. You call out victory formation. You know what I'm saying? They just can't. Okay, you call out victory formation. You know what time it is. Coach Stetson, hey,
Yeah,
victory formation. Hey, we turned up because it's
yeah,
game over. We not planning on doing anything else.
yeah,
Just came off a pick, got it to the one. Everybody I'm sure already knows. I mean, Williamson, what's the last name? The running back from the
Jamal Williams, yeah,
yeah, Jamal Williams. He just had like 17 touchdowns, rushing touchdowns. Now he
yeah,
coming off this year don't get nothing. So it's all about situation and how they using the product. But I mean, that just to me it just shows the love of the team, the love that they have for him, to want to
yeah.
get him that team, man. Like, come on now. I mean, it's to me, it's not that big of a deal as Skip and I would have cut him. I would have cut him. The Bills, I would have jumped off that. It's like, come on, bro. I mean, come on, bro. Like, I get it. The
Yeah,
principle, you're right, but the narrative gonna spin it. Now they're gonna just pinpoint Jameis Winston. Now they're just gonna say, "Oh, he went haywire. You can't trust him. He go roll." Like
Right.
the narrative's gonna be on him now instead of like it's. Come on, man. They just want to get that boy a TD, man. That's it. They just want to get
Yeah.
that guy a TD, man. That's really all it was at the end of the day. But you know the
Yeah.
narrative. Society gonna push negativity because that's what gets the clicks. You know what I'm saying? It's real.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. Skip has a. I mean, Shannon has a point. He has a bit of he has a point. You have a point, and I get the point. It's the principle of it, you know. But there's always context, man. They want to get that guy a touchdown. And that's something that they want to get that guy a touchdown, man. Simple as
Yeah.
that.
No, I feel you. I
It was out of love.
honestly,
It was out of love. It was out of love.
yeah.
We could easily spin a narrative like that, but we're gonna turn it to oh whoa.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I get it, I get it, I get it. But that's my take. That's my take.
Yeah, I feel you. I definitely see both sides, and I think it kind of is that example of like we kind of in the middle of like that old school and that new school. Like some people,
There you go.
the generation, our generation may look at that
Yeah,
like, okay, run the score up. He ain't had a touchdown all
yeah,
year. I mean, the Saints
yeah,
probably ain't making the playoffs, which they didn't.
yeah,
Why not? And
yeah,
but you still got that old school principles of like, nah, it's about respect, it's about integrity. So I see
yeah,
both sides, especially if I'm the Falcons. I mean, I don't know. It's not in my
yeah,
mind that Jamal Williams ain't had a touchdown all year. I mean, if I'm
yeah,
the Falcons, I'm thinking what you've been doing the last 17 weeks that you don't have a
yeah,
touchdown. Like, you
yeah.
know, but I also see Jamal Williams is a guy, not just for the Saints, but for the whole NFL that
Good guy.
everybody, everybody loves. Everybody has love for everybody. You see his interviews, he got Pokemon stuff on. Like everybody got
Right.
love for him. So I could
Everybody. What
see,
Skip say? What Shannon say? World renowned known.
yeah. So I could see as the guy under center, the front five, everybody who got love for him saying, all right, let's get my boy in the end zone.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's two teams that wasn't gonna make the damn playoffs. Is it really that big a deal? How
Really
that game
funny,
ended? Yeah,
it's about narrative, bro. They got to push something, man. They got to push something. But
that.
I get it, though. I
Yeah,
get it.
that.
I get both ends of this. I get both sides of the spectrum. So I ain't, it is what it is. Next question.
Yeah,
Let's keep it.
yeah. So now we done looked at to kind of looked at the season. Now we're gonna look at the playoffs. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? One team that's had their ups and downs all year after winning it all last year is the
Yes.
Kansas City Chiefs, man. They take on the Dolphins this weekend in Kansas City. But again, like I said, they've had their issues. So my question is, do the Chiefs overcome their issues on offense and make a playoff run?
That's it's gonna be tough because that's something that they've been dealing with all season.
Right,
They haven't had that go-to guy other than obviously Kelsey. But I mean,
right,
especially in playoffs, you know what time it is.
right.
They gonna come on now. We drawing that up. We not we
Yeah,
gonna shut him down. He's the main guy. We shut down. Pat and him
yeah,
because they missing that guy. They missing that Tyreek. I mean, everybody knows that. It's just clear as
yeah,
day. And oftentimes they can get real pretty. You know what I'm saying? And that pretty that cute ball kind of gets you hurt.
yeah.
So it's gonna be tough, man. It's like the opposite. I don't know if Waddle's gonna come back. Do you know? I don't know his injury report. I don't know if he's gonna be back
I think
by the
he's
play.
kind of, I think he's kind of day to day,
Okay,
week
so
this
we
week.
don't know if he's
Yeah,
gonna be. It's possible we don't know, but I mean that speed over there is different. They have weapons. They have the
yeah,
offense. They have the scheme. They have the plays. Can they get it done? Can Tua get it done? Hey, we just seen him against. We just seen what he just did. So hey,
yeah,
it's up in the air. Can the Chiefs get it done? It's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough.
yeah. No, I feel that. I definitely think they'll find a way to win
But
this
let me
first
add this:
game.
you can't bet on that boy
Yeah.
Patty. I wouldn't put my money
No,
against. I
for
wouldn't do
sure.
that
For sure. He definitely got that like kind of like that Tom Brady effect. It's like
for sure.
no matter how bad Tom Brady's teams done looked in the past, you couldn't bet against him. So
Exactly.
Mahomes definitely has that effect. But I mean, I think they have enough to win this first game just because I think the Dolphins defense, they ain't got no dang edge rushers. They ain't got
Chubb out.
Chubb
Jalen Phillips
out,
out.
Jalen Phillips out,
Xavier Howard.
so yeah, so you're missing guys, and on top of it, bro, like the Dolphins just flat out have not been good against teams that are good. Like the only solid team they beat this year was Dallas. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Tua had a opportunity to go down 2 minute drop, 2 minute drill, ended the game against Buffalo,
Yep.
piss down his leg, throw a pick. You know, I just I think Kansas City will find a way to win this game against Miami. But when we talk in terms of playoff run, that's where it gets a little tricky. Because if you're gonna roll up into Baltimore and
They
you ain't
not,
got nobody to throw to
and they
other than
not. They gonna
Kelsey,
roll in and get there and rolled out. They're not
no,
doing.
no, it ain't happening. So, and I
Yeah,
would
no.
even say if you going up against a Browns team or a Texans team that's hot, this Bills team that's hot, you not your chances aren't very, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, high when
Mm-mm.
you only got Travis Kelce, who's a dog, you know what I'm saying, Hall of Famer, no doubt.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like you said, they're gonna double, they're gonna triple him and say, throw to Kadarius, throw to,
Yeah. Pacheco.
Pacheco and Sky Moore and all these guys, and,
Yeah.
and we'll live with the consequences. So um, I think what's gonna happen is they're gonna lose probably second round, go into the off season, and then they're gonna kind of regroup. Pat gonna go in there, cut some people out, say, give me a damn receiver, and they'll be back. They'll be back
Yeah.
next year.
I agree with that. I do. I actually do agree with that. I do agree. They do have enough to get it done, but
Yeah,
when they get deep, if we talking deep in the playoffs, now they ain't
yeah,
getting very deep. Nah, they ain't getting very deep.
yeah, yeah. Sure. Well,
All
another
right.
team.
Yeah, another team.
Yeah,
The team is
another
the
team that
America's team, the dream team. I guess I
yeah,
don't know what we want to
yeah, you
call
know what
them,
I'm
but
saying?
the Cowboys, man, are they going to get it? Are they going to get it done? Are they going to be the same old Cowboys, or are they going to do it this year? You know what I'm
Hell
saying?
no.
Hey, my
Hell
uncle
no.
watching right now. Man. My uncle is watching. He's
What's your what's
diehard.
your what's your uncle name?
Hey, Drew, man,
Uncle
Drew,
Drew.
man, Drew,
Uncle Drew. Much
Drew.
love. You know what I'm saying?
No,
But hell no. Hell no.
same old
Did you see,
Cowboys.
man, did you see what happened when they played the Niners?
Yeah, great.
See that game? Look, I I think that Dallas looks really good. I think
On
Dak
paper, yeah,
Prescott looks really good. CeeDee
yeah,
Lamb looks like one of the best receivers in the league after a lot of
and
people
it,
sat there and was like, we don't know if he's a number one receiver.
yeah.
He looks really good. The defense, obviously, what's up with Parsons and D-Law, Deron Bland balling. But, bro, I'm thinking they make it to the, NFC Championship. I think they beat Green Bay this weekend. I think they beat probably Detroit that they'll play next week. Um, but
Don't sleep on Detroit now.
Once you see San Fran, we'll see if they get through. Yeah, because Detroit should have beat them earlier. You're right.
Scrappy, hey,
Detroit,
scrappy now.
Detroit, Detroit should have beat them a few weeks ago.
If we talk
Because
about teams that stood out, we should have. Hey, we
yeah,
forgot to say them boys,
yeah,
man.
for sure, for
Woo.
sure. But bro, San Fran, man, they a different beast. I know they sputtered a little bit at the end, but man, I think ultimately, especially with Dallas, they're gonna have to go to San Fran. It ain't
Mm,
happening, man. It ain't happening. I
yeah.
think they'll make it. I'm gonna tell you how it's gonna play out. They're gonna make it to the NFC Championship game. Debo and IU gonna torch their ass, and then Cowboy Uncle Drew, watch Uncle Drew gonna say, "Well, if we had Trayvon Diggs, wait next year, wait next year when we get Trayvon Diggs, and we going to the Super Bowl."
Yeah,
They
yeah,
ain't
yeah,
going. They ain't getting it done this year. I'm sorry, Unc.
yeah. I mean, the Cowboys, man, they look like you said, they look real good. I mean, they crystal
Yeah,
clear. They I mean, they dominate the teams that they're supposed to, But when
right,
it comes to those guys, when it comes to the teams,
right,
they can't get it done. You know what I'm saying? They can't get it done against the San Frans. They can't get it done against the big dogs.
right,
They just always seem to wet the bed when it comes to that. Is Dak
right.
the elite quarterback? Like they're pushing him to be like they're saying he is. Like he feels like he is. I mean, I don't know. Um, but yeah, when it comes to those teams, man, they can't get over that hump. That's just what it
Yeah,
is. We'll see. They look real good, like you said. CD
yeah,
is going zerk, big zerk. I mean,
yeah.
he's broke the single season receiving yard record. I think catches as well, but he had about 1,700 plus this year, so he broke it. He
Right,
broke my Cleveland's record.
right.
So I mean, they and does CD have enough help? You know what I'm saying? The running game. Think about the running game.
Yeah,
Like, come on, man. The
yeah.
running game's been, it's been real iffy. It's been real suspect. It's been not there. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? So
yeah,
I don't know, man. I
yeah.
don't know.
I mean,
I don't think so. Like you said, I feel like they get past the Packers.
right,
Once they see San Fran, it's gonna get real ugly.
right,
It's
right.
gonna be a game.
I
It's
think,
gonna
I think, and this kind of, I think San Fran is just on another level right now, which leads to the next question.
Yeah.
So we got San Fran as the 1 seed in the NFC. We got the
Okay.
Ravens as the 1 seed in
Oh,
the
God.
AFC.
I've been waiting to talk
Obviously,
about
the Ravens and the Niners played each other, and the Ravens,
this.
you know what I'm saying, belt to you know what I'm saying?
You know
Like
how
they
your mama
stole
talks to
some.
you know how your mama talks
Yeah,
to in the store.
yeah,
That's how they did them, boy.
just
That's how
like
they
that.
did them,
Just
boys.
like
Yeah.
that. And obviously they're the 2 1 seeds on either side. But my question is, who looks worse if they don't make the Super Bowl? Would it be Baltimore or would it be the Niners?
Would it be Baltimore or would it be the Niners if the Ravens don't make or the 49ers don't make and or win the Super Bowl?
Yep.
I'm going Ravens, man. I mean, we already know the critique. We already know we already know the narrative on Lamar Jackson, man. We already know what
Right.
they say about him. But we already know the LJ hate. And
Right.
I don't
Right.
see. I mean, obviously they want him to win the chip. You know, he came in the league fire hot. He came out the league fire hot. Now he came into the league on fire. So it's when you come into it like that, man, the expectations, it's like Braun, like the expectations are just so great, and they hold him to this such standard. You know what I'm saying? And can he throw? Can he do this? Can he do that, man? Come on, man.
Yeah.
LJ, that
Yeah.
boy, man. He ain't from Florida,
Yeah.
man. Tighten up. He's that boy. He's that guy. Hey, Florida boy, down south.
Yeah.
He that guy, man. So, I mean, we got to stop the LJ hate, man. LJ is playing at an all time. Man, he is playing out of his mind right now. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Yeah.
can he win MVP again? I mean, might I say, you feel me?
He
He
got
might
my
win
he
it
got my
again.
vote. He got my vote.
He got both mine. He got both mine. You hear me? So
Yeah.
it's like, man, LJ's that guy, man. They're gonna get it done.
Yeah.
My vote, my ballot is we can just call it right now. We don't gotta wait. The Ravens win the Super Bowl, man. I'm calling it right now. The Ravens will win the Super Bowl. I'm all in with
Okay.
the I'm all in. I'm all in.
Okay.
Papa
Push them
Bluff is going.
chips.
I'm all
Push
in.
them chips.
Put
Okay.
some chips in there. If
Okay.
the Ravens gonna get it done, it will be more of a travesty if the Ravens do not get it done this year. They got the weapons. They finally got the weapons. He finally got the receivers. He got what he need now. He got the weapons. Got the new OC dude from Georgia. They got him. So now they got the
Yeah.
play call. They open it up. They not running in the dirt. They let them throw that thing. They let them air it out. It's gonna be yeah, the defense is playing at an all-time high. Might I add? Let me say that they're playing at an all-time great level. I mean, triple crown NFL record. They're the first team in history to lead the league in points allowed, 16.5, 60 sacks,
Mm.
and 31 takeaways. I mean, come
Mm.
on now. Come
Talk
on
about it.
now.
Talk about
Hey,
it.
hey, when I get to listen out the stats now, I just turned into a different
Oh.
guy.
Oh.
When I get to listen
Oh.
out the stats, I mean, don't look at this side, just look at this side. But when I get out the stats now, it's just, hey man, you hear me? Come on,
Yeah.
I'll turn into a different guy now.
Yeah.
So
That
hey, I'm
boy
going with
Clark
the
Kent.
Ravens, man.
That boy Clark.
Yeah. I'm
Look.
going with the Ravens, man. If they don't get it done, man, with the team they have around them, with the defense is playing at an all-time high, it's the Ravens, man. They got to do it. They got to get it done.
I feel
They
you.
got to get
I
it
feel
done.
you. Look, I know we vibing, you know what I'm saying? We getting along, but I gotta disagree with you on this one. Big time. Big time, bro. It's
What
the
you
Niners.
mean?
They the bigger disappointment if they don't make it. And it's because I'm gonna spin back
All
to
the hate
last
that's
year.
on LJ name,
I'm gonna
all the
spin back
smut,
to
all the
last
smut
year.
that's on LJ name.
No, I feel you. I feel you. But I'm gonna spin back to last year where they lose all their quarterbacks, right? All their
Yeah.
quarterbacks against the Eagles, they lose that game, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
Fast forward to this year, they play the Eagles, and what was the Niners and everybody talking about? Oh, we don't lose a quarterback last year. We go all the way. We don't
Yeah.
lose all our quarterbacks last year. We go all the way. They
Yeah.
get they get so the whole thing about going against the Niners was we gonna prove it. They go against the
Yeah.
Niners, and you know what I'm saying? They hit one of them. They hit one of them, and so
Mhm.
proving proving that
Yeah.
okay, maybe you was right. If you had a quarterback, you blow out the Niners, you now it's you against the Chiefs, and who knows what happened. So to
Yeah.
me, you now showing that if you can keep your squad healthy, there's no reason why you shouldn't tear through the NFC because you didn't beat everybody already.
Yeah.
You blew out the Cowboys, you blew out um the Eagles, I mean, which are, quote unquote, or at least before the season, they were assumed to be the next best two teams. You prove that
Right.
you're in a whole nother tier from them. You got to get to
Yeah.
the Super Bowl, man. And then, I mean, if it ain't the Ravens, to me, they should be anybody in the AFC as well. So, to me, if
That's
Kyle
crazy.
Shanahan,
You
if
think you
if
think that
this
you go
team,
okay, go ahead.
yeah. and it's just because of the past. They had Jimmy G who overthrows Emmanuel Sanders, and that's why they lost against the Chiefs a few years ago in that Super
Yeah,
Bowl. They lose all their quarterback last year, which is why they claim they didn't make the Super Bowl. Now you
yeah.
got your quarterback. Your defense is all locked and loaded. I mean, they got D linemen left and right. They got weapons left and right. You got to make it, bro. There's no, to me, there's no excuse.
I hear you. And I mean,
Yeah,
you got a valid point. I mean, that's the truth.
yeah,
That's the flat out truth. I just feel like, come on, man. This smut that's on LJ name right now, man. It's gotta come on now. Like he
I
got to
feel
do
that.
it. If you don't get it done this year, it's gonna be ugly, man. He's got to get it done. He has to get it done. He's got the complete team, man. All time great
I feel
defense right
that.
now. Playing out of their mind. Got the receiving core. He's got everything.
I feel that.
The hate is at an all time high for that boy LJ, man. He gonna get it done this year though. But
Yeah.
I guess we're gonna agree and disagree on that one. I guess that's just where we're
Hey,
gonna have to let
hey,
it go.
time will tell. Time will tell.
Okay,
You know what I'm
okay,
saying? You
okay.
know what I'm saying?
All right, let's get to the
Uh,
next one. Let's roll. Talk.
all right. So the next thing we got, of course, we ain't got the time to go through all the matchups. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
ask you real quick, GB, what matchup to you is most interesting, and who do you pick to win that matchup this weekend?
Mm, that's a good question. Um, you could go Rams and Lions just because it's storybook. You got Matthew Stafford, versus the Lions. The Lions versus the Rams. The Lions is real scrappy. You could
Right.
go both ways. You got the Dolphins and the Chiefs. Tyreek Hill. Can my homeboy get it done with the
Yeah.
lack thereof of the talent at
Yeah.
receiver? So
Right.
I'm gonna go Chiefs and Dolphins just for that reason alone. Tyreek Hill, that matchup is gonna be crazy. Everybody's gonna be
Right.
tuned in. Everybody's
Right.
gonna be watching. And can Pat Holmes get it done? I
Yeah.
don't put my money on that. I don't put my money on that guy. I wouldn't bet
So
against him.
who you picking to win then? Who you picking to win?
The Dolphins just have so many weapons, but what they just did, how they just went to bed, yeah,
Yeah.
last week. That's tough. It's tough. I can't bet against that boy. I can't bet against that. I'm gonna go my homeboy just because I just he got to prove me
Yeah.
wrong. He got to
Yeah,
prove
no,
me
I'm definitely picking the Chiefs. And as
wrong. Okay.
far as my answer to the question, you said it first. The Lions Rams is what I'm watching the most closely because I
Yeah.
feel like they're two teams that are kind of like punch
Yeah.
you in the mouth,
Yeah. Real
scrappy. You know
scrappy.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You look at their squads and you may be like, they ain't got enough to be good. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
yeah, here they are. You know what I'm saying? And so, um, I think it's going to be a good game. It's Stafford's return to Detroit. It's Goff's kind of revenge
Yeah.
game
Revenge tour.
against the
Yeah. Nah, for
Rams.
sure.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we're gonna
You're right.
see. We're gonna see. But honestly, I got the Lions winning that game. I think their passing attack. They got the second best passing attack in football, and the Rams have the 20th ranked defense against the pass. So uh, I think that's where they're gonna win. If you look at the film, you watch the tape, it's a lot of like the Rams miscommunication on the back end.
Mhm.
They like to do a lot of cover three lock, one on one on the backside, and you can
Yeah.
look. There's a whole highlight tape, and you just look.
Yeah.
They just throwing jump balls, and Rams DBs getting head top. So I
Yeah.
think with Amon Ra, with Jameson Williams, and with Josh Reynolds and them boys,
Yeah.
Laporta. I think Goff gonna have a field day. I got the Lions winning at home, which is probably their first home playoff win in since the damn Civil War. I don't know. Shoot.
Hey, I would love to see it. I ain't gonna lie. I would love to see it. I would love to see it. I would
Yeah,
love to see it. I want to see
yeah,
them go do it. I want to see them go do it. I want to see them go
yeah.
do it. All right, halftime speech. Let's get it done before we get out of here. Let's catch the rest
Let's
of this
do it.
game.
Let's
Come on,
do it,
talk to me.
bro.
Talk to me. Talk
Let's
to me.
do it. So halftime speech, bro, help you get through whatever it is you're going through. Get through the rest of the game. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So, my little nugget. I ain't gonna go deep into detail, but shoot, stuff's hit me hard already to start the new year. But my little nugget is just that don't let yourself get too low. You can't get too low on yourself. Understand that there's light always at the end of the tunnel, man, and you just got to keep pushing, keep fighting, keep those vibes up. I know GB is one that I turn to, and the vibe is always up. The vibe is always
Yeah.
up, and that's the only
Yeah.
way to get up out those holes, get up out those low situations. Keep your energy up. Surround yourself with positive things. Don't surround yourself with people or things that are going to be negative. And
Mhm.
man, just keep pushing. Year just
Yeah.
started. Let's make it a great one.
Yeah, that's fact. That's fact. I'm gonna piggyback off that. I'm gonna say my halftime speech, man, real simple before we get out of here, man, is master now, win later, man. Master the art of now, man. Lock in on whatever it is you want to do and go and do it, man. Full faith, all in right now, every day. Chip away every single day. We this generation wants everything like microwavable, like real fast, instantaneous, but that's not life. It's God's time. It's not our time. And so you just gotta
Absolutely.
keep chipping away, man. Keep stacking days, and the journey is the pitfalls, the ups and downs, the overcome, the you know what I'm saying, the ebbs and flows. That's what really makes you who you are. That gives you all that instills all the values. That builds your character. It gives you the mental armor to be ready for when that moment does present itself. You know, so you can be ready for that moment.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let's go, man. Start now,
Let's
work on
do it,
it,
bro.
right now, and it's gonna come eventually when you're ready. It's coming, man. God's timing. So that's my nugget, man.
Absolutely.
All right, me and Dizzy halftime. Hope y'all enjoyed it, man. On to the next one. Let's do it.
Let's
Let's go.
Ooh.